2K Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with a broadcast from Boston, the home of the Celtics. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Dallas, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Darren Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the center position.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that.
Thomas with another miss. Outside Williams. Good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Bradley, no one around him. Offline with his three.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And they'll keep possession. The offensive rebound, Pachulia. Kicks it out to Parsons. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Celtics on D, and Matthews gets it to go.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something right. Shot by Crowder, no good.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Thomas is running, and Bradley gets it to go.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And Williams, here we go. Matthews, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston. Seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Now here's Matthews. Following the miss by Avery Bradley. Matthews dishes to Pachulia. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. The 17-footer goes down. Nowitzki's got his first points in this one. I think you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns in their first meeting. He took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench, man. He had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Now here's Johnson. Down low, here's Bradley. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bradley's got his second bucket of the night.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling the defensive back.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Foul, he's jacked in for Nowitzki. Anderson in for Parsons.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now here's Barea. Here's Powell. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Greg, you're talking about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on part of the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end. That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Now, here's Barea. Here's measuring. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Thomas. He has 7.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. We've got 1:08 left in the first. Down low, it's deflected. And Felton with a clear path to the hoop. Sullinger trying to break free. And Felton with the basket on the assist by Anderson.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
It's deflected. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Turner. Boston again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Will it go? Smart, wide open. He fires. Hits it from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 6. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Felton against Young. Outside Felton. 6 to shoot. Shot off the screen. The rebound by Young. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Yeah. Boys. Yeah.
And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey.
When I first got here, my first...
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
You can tell right now this team's on the same page. They are right where they want to be offensively.
Well, finding scores on time and on target with your passes will make scoring the ball easy for them.
Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jake Crowder out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Sullinger in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And the basket good.
There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And watching Jake Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big 3 out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Here's Parsons, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
Looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
Boston making some changes. Second free throw, no good.
You know, when you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Outside Williams. To the middle. Julia, good. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Well, that's a great pass by Darren Williams.
Outside Turner. Kicks it to Urebko. Back to Turner. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Turner's got 4 this quarter.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Here's Matthews. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Well, last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done.
Yeah, just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team.
Williams passes to Nowitzki. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
And, you know, for the Celtics at home, they were able to get wins by playing tough defense in front of their rabid fans. Their offense virtually the same as when they were on the road. The defense was the difference at home.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Outside Turner to the inside. Urebko. Shot is off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Offensive rebound. Nowitzki. Good.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And as you said with the Celtics, it was the D at home that helped them get wins here. They'll want to be better than one game over 500 this season to get back into the postseason.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stemmed from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. Outside Felton. He kicks to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. It's Anderson with the drive. Perea, no good.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
A good look from Bradley. It's rebounded by Dallas. 1:12 left in the first half of the game. It's stolen by Bradley. From down in the low post, it goes. Bradley's got 6 points. Dallas leading by 4. Mejri, Sullinger defending. They set the pick. Felton attacking. Here's Mejri. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He has 6.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
It's Bradley on the wing. Back to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson the screen. Thomas, no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Felton against Bradley. Poked away. It's stolen by Bradley. For the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And, Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out of transition.
And the first half comes.
Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance thus far?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, some perspective. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Looking at the game for Thomas, 9 points and 2 steals as well. Good contribution for him offensively with the assist and also making some nice steals.
You know what, Clark? You're right on the money with that. He's been just as creative as he has been disruptive.
On the court for the Mavericks, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Williams is out there with Matthews. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. There's a screen. Williams attacking. Pachulia, no luck.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And Bradley gets it to go.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Chance there to take the lead, missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thomas. And stolen by Darren Williams.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Amir Johnson. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And Dallas with a change here, too. Harris is checked in. Nowitzki, good.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
The Mavericks leading. Outside Matthews. Nowitzki with the screen on Turner. Matthews goes in, and Boston with the rebound.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing. The Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. For the lead, it's hauled in by Harris. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Williams kicks to Harris. Parsons dishes to Williams. They set the screen. Dallas moving the ball around. Matthews, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Fast break, Dallas. Harris has got the ball. And there's the lay-in.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Jerebko, the pass to Olynyk. 4 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 8 points for Evan Turner. The Mavericks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Dallas calls timeout. And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark, with the boost in minutes, the confidence of the coaching staff, his game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
Felton kicks to Barea. Can't connect from short range.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Dishes it to Turner. 55 seconds left in the third. Olynyk the pass to Young. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same. And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Olynyk dishes to Young. Rebound by Raymond Felton. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Pass to Powell. Parsons outside. Outside for Barea. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 5th assist in this one. Celtics trail by 3.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
Outside Turner. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Mavericks lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Here's Williams. Turner is out there with Jerebko. Then it's Young. Then there's Smart. And it's Olynyk in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Pachulia inside. Olynyk is covering. That's good. Barea's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Mavs.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And Turner kicks to Young. Olynyk with it. Goes up against Pachulia. They set the pick. Here's Turner. Has to Jerebko. The shot is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Young, here we go. Turner fires. Wide open shot is on the money.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
Outside Williams. Good on the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Olynyk, and the shot is good.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Dallas shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. There's a screen. There's the feed to Nowitzki. Shot off the pick. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And it's 8 points for Nowitzki.
Dirk Nowitzki homing in on offense.
Turner against Matthews. Down low. Here's Olynyk. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's Williams. Defense is right there. It's deflected. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Nowitzki. Celtics trail by 6. It's stolen by Barea. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Anderson, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Johnson sends the screen for Thomas. He feeds it to Johnson. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Here's Bradley. Matthews with the rebound. Matthews has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williams with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Julia, good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Thomas against Williams. Thomas passes to Bradley. To the middle. Johnson. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's a whistle and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks making a change here. Parsons is checked in. 4th quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Celtics trail by 8. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Back to Thomas. Outside Bradley. Fires the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pushing their lead to double digits. 10 points for Wesley Matthews.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
I agree with you. I mean, and now that we're moving deeper into the 4th, it's really the point where they add a few more points to the lead, and I think they can put this thing away and consider it over. Just an amazing game for Bradley. 18 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
To the paint. Johnson kicks to Sullinger, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Parsons outside. No good with the layup.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He wanted his guys to keep up the intensity, saying, if any of you think this game is over, you're wrong. We've got work to do. I don't want to see any letdown on the defensive end of the floor. Guys, let's watch how it plays out.
Thanks again, Doris.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Outside Thomas to the paint. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
Left side Parsons. Nowitzki sets a screen for Parsons. He dishes it to Barea. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Bradley with the ball. Matthews covering. Bradley passes to Sullinger. Here's Crowder. They grab their own miss. Johnson tries to save it.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki. "12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Thomas outside, but they recover it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's Dallas winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but what?
Dirk during that second half.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation. Dirk Nowitzki. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And this guy's been doing this his whole career. Man, we're talking about a Hall of Famer here, an icon in the city he brought a championship to. And not forget, one of the greatest shooters in NBA history.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K.